Hello, what I've got for you today is a fully functional automatic 3D quarry. So basically I have a bunch of flying machines which can mine this three-dimensional cube of arbitrary size in a finite amount of time. Now this quarry can't deal with any unmovable blocks, gravel, and probably will also break when there are liquids in there, but if there are all just normal movable blocks in this three-dimensional cube, then it can entirely mine him in a finite amount of time. You could consider it to be quite slow. It's faster than I initially intended it to be, but it still takes a lot of time since a three-dimensional cube is quite big. So I wanted to give credits to a lot of people because I didn't do everything here myself. For example, this flying machine right here is called a wall eater, and it's invented by Redstone Jazz, and I have another one of these over here. I just positioned them correctly, and I use them in a way that he didn't intend them to, at least just one over there. Then Redstone Jazz also made parts of the control system, which he also probably didn't intend to be used this way. This is a part of a block collector he made. Then some credits to a guy called snowball-source, because he made parts of the control system, and he made a part which can move parts of the wall eater into this direction over there. However, his circuit turns out to be directional, because what he needs to push is there are tiny parts from a wall eater which look basically like this. The way he pushes them is that he first pushes this piston over here, and then he tries to power this piston, and in this orientation there's no problem there. But in certain orientations there can be a problem with this, because in some orientations this piston activates first, and when it's not movable anymore, then it can break. So this quarry is direction dependent because of redstone circuit that I used in here, but it still works, and I mean, I don't think it's too big of a problem that it's directional. Anyway, we use this wall eater to fly back and forth along this wall and take lines. Well, you can see it. It flies along and it takes a line of blocks at once. So we can see it here. It takes a line of blocks. So what it does, it flies back and forth, and every time it arrives at this point, the other wall eater will come and take blocks from the first wall eater, move it over here, and over here we will process the blocks into river cages. And the river cages are currently very messy, and I didn't set them up completely properly, but they should be stable. I just didn't want to look up any designs, because normally river cage design videos stop 30 minutes, and I just designed a river cage from scratch over here, so they're kind of messy. Anyway, as we can see now, an entire plane of the cube is mined. So what we need to do to access the next plane is we need to move this flying machine and this control station one block into this direction. And we have a system for this, and for this we need redstone-source circuit. Yeah, and we can see it here. We have flying machines that will come over here, and when this circuit will send this flying machine back, move itself forward, and it will also move this entire thing forward, which, if there aren't too many graphical glitches, we might be able to see that. So we can see everything moves forward, and then this wall eater can access the next plane and harvest blocks from here. So it just repeatedly takes line from these blocks, and once the entire plane is mined, it moves forward into this direction. I don't really detect whether the plane is mined. I instead have a dropper with a certain amount of items in it, and every time I finished one cycle, every time I processed one line, I put one item from the stopper into the stopper over here, and once the stopper is empty, I assume that I have mined the plane. So to set up the quarry, you need to count how long the cube is you want to mine. Yeah, it's far away from perfect, and it's not the final quarry design, it's just the first three-dimensional quarry design. So yeah, so in the future I will probably try to optimize the thing, and redstone.js has already told me that he's currently working on optimizing the quarry and making it less messy, so he'll probably make maybe a video somewhere in the future about a more optimized quarry, and then after that we'll probably work on a quarry that can deal with unmovable blocks and gravel and all that stuff. We have some theoretical concepts, but we are far away from having a quarry that can deal with unmovable blocks. And yeah, that's actually about everything, I think. Yeah, world download in the description, and I will link or everybody who has contributed something to a quarry also in the description. Yeah.